Welcome to another episode of the Movie Brothers. I'm Kev. This is
Just call me Heisenberg, folks.
Heisenberg.
Yes, call me Heisenberg. And Kev, I just have one question for you.
Am I ready to cook?
How'd you know?
I got the Winnebago out back.
Well, let's go then. All right. What's up, folks? Thank you for joining our show. I'm actually Ant. And we tend to do things like this.
I never would have known that was you, Ant.
I know, man, right? See how I go undercover like that? Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah, I tend to do silly stuff like this from time to time, so don't even mind me. All right, today we are reviewing the film The Infiltrator. It's rated R, has a runtime of 2 hours and 7 minutes. This film is a crime suspense-filled drama. In it, we have Bryan Cranston portraying the life of Bob Mazur, who's an undercover agent that goes in to bring down the drug enterprise of Pablo Escobar.
The film was directed by Brad Furman, who brought us The Lincoln Lawyer, starring Matthew McConaughey. It stars, as the Ant already noted, Bryan Cranston, also John Leguizamo, Diane Kruger, Amy Ryan, and Benjamin Bratt. What do you say we take a look at the trailer?
Let's do it.
A couple of team changes. Mazur, you're with Abreu.
That dude's nuts.
I know these people. You gotta play with them. You gotta drink with them. You gotta do whatever you gotta do, man.
Meet your soon-to-be wife.
Damn, I need a fiance.
How many undercovers has she done?
It's her first one, but she's at the top of her class.
You don't have to worry about me. I'm a big girl.
One wrong word,
Here we go.
one slip.
My friends, welcome to the United States.
In my business, nothing good ever comes in the absence of trust. Without it, there is no loyalty. And when there is no loyalty, it never ends well.
This was an audition. You got the part.
Okay, and I gotta say, I've always been fascinated with the life of an undercover cop or federal agent, but this film really drives home the incredibly hazardous nature of trying to take down, a dangerous criminal enterprise using nothing more than your wits, your acting ability, and your skill for duplicity.
Hey, I've always been fascinated with that life as well. I mean, anybody that does that, you gotta have some big, to do something like that, right, Kev?
So what you're saying, you're not about that life?
I ain't about that life, bro. I ain't good at lying. And just, hey, man, one wrong misstep. We're not talking about losing your job.
Wow.
We're talking about losing your life.
Exactly.
Okay, as well as others. And so, yeah, I've always been fascinated with that as well. So, I mean, you got some good meaty content just going in right off the bat.
Absolutely.
But getting straight to this thing, y'all, we got a winner on our hands.
Right.
I'm very, very excited to be reviewing this film. It is very, very good. Brad,
it's lit, as the kids would say.
It's lit, yeah. It is lit, y'all. Brad Furman, the director and team and cast, they nailed it. They nailed it all the way around.
Absolutely. The film is based on the true story of how Robert Mazur infiltrated the criminal enterprise of Pablo Escobar. Ant mentioned that already. The story is taut, it's thrilling, it's well acted, it's competently shot. It is very well done. Okay, it really is, a work.
Yeah, lots of suspense. You're on the edge of your seat. You don't know whether this thing is gonna go left or go right. Solid cast all the way around. But I gotta mention Bryan Cranston and John Leguizamo because those two men really, really do the doggone thing. In this film, they are partners, right? They are both undercover agents, different roles, but nevertheless partners. And they have to, bring their best of
different points in their career, also.
Yeah, true. Different points in their career as well as in their life.
Exactly.
Which is an interesting thing, right? Because you got Bob Mazur on one hand, who's a family man, and it got so much on the line. And then you got John Leguizamo's character,
Right.
which, I mean, as far as we understand, I mean, he's pretty much rolling solo.
Uh-huh.
Got a lot less to lose,
Lot less to lose.
If things go bad. And so watching how they bring those two things together, going from colleagues to partners to building a friendship,
Right.
is kind of dope to me. And I was really, really feeling that.
I mean, Bryan Cranston is very world weary. Okay, he's been in the game for a long time. He's very close to actually retiring, as a matter of fact. But he decides to take on this one last case with the opportunity to bring down Pablo Escobar. Every scene that he's in, we see underneath the facade there are cracks there that really show just how tired he is of this life, and how much he's ready to actually let it all go, but he just can't yet. So it's not an easy thing for him to do.
Yeah, and the interesting thing with you describing that is because, right, we've seen a lot of different movies where, you know, there's an undercover agent that's involved. Right. And typically you don't really see that much of that person's life outside of them being undercover.
Right.
But what's a little bit different about this film, and what you're talking about here, Kev, which was really cool and I appreciated it, is that you get to see how, you know, this person is struggling with that duality of being this undercover agent,
right,
and this whole other life person that they have to be versus who they really are, real responsibilities, real family, and so on.
Right. It's a very interesting dichotomy. The acting is top notch. Okay. Love Benjamin Bratt also.
Yeah.
Okay. In this film,
He's very good.
He plays a capo in the Escobar regime that Bryan Cranston has to try to swindle into allowing him into, you know, the criminal empire in order to try to bring it down from the inside. He's the kind of cat that you want to kind of go have a drink with after work. Okay,
or not.
He could be one of your boys if he wasn't a sociopath.
Okay.
Okay, because he's just as liable to put a bullet in your head as he is to pour you a shot.
Right.
Okay. Diane Kruger, she does a really good job as well. She also plays an undercover agent working alongside Bryan Cranston. They have to play a married couple, which means that, you know, that causes some friction, you know, not only on the job but at home with Bryan Cranston as well, because he is married. He has a family that he's trying to protect. You know, I really thought that everything about the acting in this film, you know, the direction, you know, the plot, everything was good.
Yeah, Amy Ryan's character, not that she was bad, but she was probably the weakest character to me because she pretty much played the same. We just came off of Central Intelligence,
right,
and she pretty much played the same kind of hard-nosed federal agent chick. And
it was the same, movie. Well, not the same movie, but the same role without the humor.
Right.
She plays it very straight up, like she's supposed to.
Right.
And she does a good job. She's always competent. She's very good at what she does. But this film really doesn't give her much to chew on.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, but the bottom line is that everybody else does what they are supposed to do with aplomb. They are outstanding. I love it. You ready to put some points on it?
Let's put some points on this thing. Hey, straight up, y'all. Like I said, we got a winner on our hands. This film is very, very good. Very few flaws in this film throughout. There's a couple of scenes and shots that look pretty cheap and, you know, fake backgrounds and stuff, but in the big scheme of things, that's very, very, very minor. For me, I give this film a 9 out of 10. I highly recommend that you go check it out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. If so, let me know.
I love the cast. Okay, I love the work that the crew does. The direction is competent. It's not gonna blow you away. The camera angles are very static. Okay, I mean, it's just every shot is right there in front of your face. The camera really doesn't move very much. But, you know, the bottom line is that everything that you need to see, you can see, and it's all there, and it's uncomplicated, okay? It's right there for you to figure out. You know, again, you know, hats off to Bryan Cranston. You know, I've always liked the guy, going all the way back to Malcolm in the Middle when he played the dad. You know, you look like you're perplexed by that.
I've never seen that show yet.
Oh my gosh. All right, so at any rate, you know, hey, hated the fact that he was wasted in Godzilla. Okay.
Yes. I was pissed about that.
You know, the trailers really played up the point that he was in the movie.
That was Hustle Game all day.
Yeah, all
We
day
talked
long.
about that,
We
yeah.
got Hustle there. You know, he was gone within the first 5 minutes or so. And, you know, he should have been Lex Luthor in Batman vs. Superman, but that didn't pan out. We got Jesse Eisenberg instead. We won't go into that. But bottom line is that everything else about what the man does is great. I love this film. It gets 8 out of 10 from me.
All right. Hey, you got a 9 from me. You got an 8 from Kev. Kev somehow it was able to mention a comic book in our review of this film. How he does it, y'all, I do not know, but he does. Wouldn't be Kev if he didn't. All right, but at the end of the day, I think we're telling you need to go check this film out. It's very, very good.
Right.
Okay, and something else you need to do: subscribe to this channel.
Please do that. Please do that. Come check us out, on our website, www.themoviebrothers.com. That way you can check out all of our content there. You can see links to all of our,
We do written reviews and everything too, in addition to this show. So some of the films that you don't see on our YouTube channel, check out the website because we may have done a written review on it. And both Kev and I do written reviews, so check that out. And hey, all social media, we're on Twitter, also on Instagram at the Movie Brothers. Same handle, real easy to find us. So follow us there. We'll follow you back too. Hey, I'm Ant. This is Kev. We are the Movie Brothers. This is the place, the one and only place, where we bring you nothing but the real on the real. Peace.